Hi there, good morning. Welcome to Sports Chat here on the Morning Star. I am Nana Agyemang. Now, Kumasi Asante Kotoko will return to football after Nana Pole's funeral on March 6th, despite earlier threat to boycott matches until justice was served for his death. Nana Pole was fatally stabbed during Kotoko's Week 19 match against Agyemang. While the club had initially vowed not to play until the perpetrators were punished, they are now satisfied with the investigation process.
Of the foregoing, therefore, and with the mandate of the IMC, I would like to declare that based on the happening so far, Asante Kotoko Sporting Club shall be ready and willing to return to the pitch after the burial and the final funeral rites of the late Nana Yao Frimpong alias Pole. And we hope that our supporters and all of you out there will agree with us, considering the fact that football is the career of the youth. As I speak to you now, we also have players that we are paying, and at the end of their contracts, we expect that the contracts shall be renewed. Secondly, we are all under CAF, and very soon the GFA will be compelled to submit the participants for next year's CAF and competition, Champions League and competitions. So there are timelines. So we have thought it twice that while we continue to seek justice for our brother, the league and therefore football activities cannot go on, and we are fully prepared to go with the FA.
They also expressed satisfaction with the new match day protocols.
We held a meeting with Accra House of Folk, even though they are our arch rivals, to deliberate on the need to take some steps to compare the Ghana Football Association to make some reforms in our game. Subsequently, both clubs submitted a joint petition to the Ghana Football Association on the 7th day of February 2025, and its contents are well known to you. Even before we presented the petition, the GFA had invited all the Premier League clubs to a meeting in Accra, and at the said meeting, some of the issues that we had raised in our petition were addressed. A few days later, the GFA came out with an 18-page working document titled The Enhanced Match Day Safety and Security Protocols 2025 as part of the immediate steps to help improve safety and security at our match venues. And I believe that by now you have all read through and equipped yourselves with the new measures. And we hope that as you do your programs, you will keep on educating the football fraternity for all of us.
Agyemang FC has officially responded to the death of Kumasi Asante Kotoko fan Nana Pole, vowing that the real culprit will be brought to justice. Nana Pole was stabbed during Kotoko's clash at Agyemang. According to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, police investigations have identified Brima as the suspect responsible for the murder, and he is currently on the run. Life is precious, and it is condemnable when life like that of Pole is lost in such a manner. Agyemang said in a statement, it is belief of management that a real culprit will be brought to book and justice will be served. On international fronts, former Manchester United and England defender Rio Ferdinand has voiced his support for the African Cup of Nations following the comments made by Jamie Carragher, who downplayed the tournament's importance. Speaking on Sky Sports, Jamie Carragher questioned AFCON's status as a major competition, suggesting that Mohamed Salah's lack of success in such tournaments could hurt his chances of winning the Ballon d'Or. The former Liverpool defender added that Egypt is unlikely to win the World Cup, which he believes is a key factor in achieving top individuals' honors. But Rio Ferdinand has responded by saying Jamie Carragher's view reflected a narrow perspective commonly found within the football world. According to him, AFCON deserves some respect.
that comment is representative of the majority of people out there. Would say that. I don't think that's right. I think that's an ignorant kind of thought process, because the African Nations Cup, if you go to Didier Drogba, Abidi Pele, over there Samuel Eto'o, down to the
All these
players
guys.
now, Mahrez, Mo Salah, Mane now, they'll tell you this is that we have to win this. It's a demand in their countries to win this. Yes, it doesn't get back to resources wise like Euros, etc. But doesn't that mean that you have to devalue it? It's a continent of huge power, a continent that contributes to European football through players immensely, massively. Like the amount of players that are representing football clubs in Europe and winning things from the African continent is like
crazy.
You know, it's a ridiculous amount of number of players. So it should be respected more than it is.
Yeah.
But what I would say is, because of the lack of resources that are put into it, and listen, we've had some African players that come out and have actually canned it for the lack of resources and hotel rooms and what goes on, flight issues, etc. So then obviously the narrative then from the media becomes, it's like it's a Mickey Mouse tournament, but it ain't.
Manchester United have announced that they will make up to 200 jobs redundant to return the club to profitability. About 250 members of staff were made redundant last year in a first wave of cut-costing measures by co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe. In a meeting with staff yesterday, Manchester United Chief Executive Officer Umar Baranda all informed employees that there would be a fresh round of redundancy as part of a transformation plan. A club statement read, the transformation plan aims to return the club to profitability after 5 consecutive years of losses since 2019. It added that approximately 150 to 200 jobs may be made redundant, subject to a consultation process with employees, with the process expected to take between 3 and 4 months. Now, Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca says he's not concerned about Cole Palmer's recent form or body language, despite the England international's depth in performance during Chelsea's challenging run of just 2 wins in their last 10 matches across all competitions. The 22-year-old forward has failed to score in his past 6 matches and hasn't registered an assist in his last 13. However, when asked about Palmer's struggle ahead of Southampton's visit to Stamford Bridge later today, Enzo Maresca emphasized that he's not worried about the player's form.
I really think that because it's football and you are older than me, I guess, and you know, and you know better than me that football is full of these kind of things. So I'm not saying that for a message. I'm saying that because I really believe every game is a tricky game. The difference sometimes is so tiny. And as I said, if you see a few games ago, the Man United won. They were winning until the end, and at the end, Man United won the game. But we need to be just focused on how we need to win the game, and no more than that.
He also urges players to remain focused on the game against Southampton today.
I'm always concerned about general performance. I'm not concerned about Cole because Cole is a human being, and during the season he can have some moment where he struggles a little bit more. The problem is with Cole is probably that we rely on Cole for everything, and I said since we start that we need to.
In other Premier League fixtures, Wolves will face Fulham, Brighton will host Bournemouth, and Crystal Palace will come up against Aston Villa. This is our wrap-up sports chat here on the Morning Star. I am Nana Ama Agyemang. The morning show continues.
Let's lead me to my destiny.